Right now, today, this very second, millions of parents are finally fed up with the conventional medical system and the pediatrician and are making a major shift towards natural, drug-free options as their go-to for hope, answers, and help when it comes to the health of their children. So that means every single day, thousands of parents are doing their research about pediatric chiropractic and trying to sort it all out. They're trying to figure out the different kinds of chiropractic and which ones would be the best fit and most helpful in keeping their family healthy. And perhaps you've already heard about chiropractic, but did you know that there are really 3 different types of chiropractic care, each with its own focus and unique approach? And understanding the differences between these approaches could be the key to unlocking your child's full health potential. So imagine a healthcare approach that doesn't just treat symptoms, but addresses the root cause of your child's health challenges. A method that focuses on the nervous system, the master control center of the body. This is where neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care comes in, offering a unique and comprehensive approach to your child's health. But how does that differ from what many would consider regular chiropractic care? And why might it be the missing piece in your child's health puzzle? In this video, we'll break down the different types of chiropractic care, focusing on why neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care could be the game changer you've been looking for in your child's health journey. Because parents, we hear you. You're seeking natural, drug-free solutions for your child's health. Some of you are undoubtedly dealing with chronic conditions that haven't responded well to conventional treatments. Perhaps even you feel like you've tried all sorts of natural and biomedical therapies and maybe even regular chiropractic care, but you have not yet seen results. When I first got into practice 10 plus years ago, not only had most parents not yet heard about neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care, but at that time, things like going gluten-free, dairy-free, eating paleo, taking supplements would still have been considered brand new or too new age or just plain weird. Fast forward to today, and the good news is now we know that what used to be considered alternative natural health is now awesomely mainstream as we ask better questions and find better answers. And it's proven to help so many people in so many ways. But all of this explosion and massive shift towards things that are holistic, natural, and address the root cause of your child's health challenges come with a bit of a catch or a slight confusion. That being overwhelmed from now today having just way too many choices. It's like picking out a new couch. Give me 5 to choose from, no big deal. We'll take care of it today. Give me a whole showcase, and this is gonna take a week, maybe even a month. That thought actually extends the chiropractic care itself. And now today, one of the most common questions we get is, how do I know if I'm seeing the right kind of chiropractor for my child? And that is a question that Dr. Sam and I actually had to ask ourselves many years ago. Many may not know the background of where our office is at now or why, but it was 1,000% due to necessity in the situation that God put us in. If you've been with us from our early days, November 17th, 2014 to be exact, we're celebrating 10 years coming up pretty quick, you know that our office, our approach, our focus, and our passion is much different from what it used to be. 10 years ago, we started as primarily a pain clinic with a few wellness and pediatric cases sprinkled in, but it wasn't until we experienced some pretty significant health concerns with our own children that we were called to make a change. We preach often about one of the many causes of complex neurological conditions in kids being birth trauma. So C-sections, prolonged labors, fast labors, forceps use, vacuum use, induction, stress on mom, all have a time and place and can be life-saving interventions, some of them, in measures, but they many times do come with repercussions. So our first, Brooks, was a 3-day vaginal delivery attempt that turned into an emergency C-section. And then our second, our incredible daughter, Ren, was an emergency ambulance ride that turned into a vacuum delivery. So we have experience with intense sensory processing disorder, with emotional and behavioral dysregulation, with rare and severe digestive disorders, and even with pediatric seizures, because we've seen it all in our own 2 children. And at that time, we were standard chiropractors, standard spinal chiropractors, but unfortunately, standard spinal chiropractic care didn't work to resolve the issues our children were facing. You see, in most chiropractic colleges, pediatrics is only taught in a very rudimentary fashion, kind of like children are just like adults, but smaller, which couldn't be further from the truth. So mom and dad chiropractor, myself and Dr. Sam, needed to do some digging and enhance our understanding of not only these complex neurological conditions in our kids, but also how to care for them. That led us to Dr. Tony Ebel and the pediatric experience. And as we applied our newfound knowledge on our own kiddos, Brooks and Ren, the results were quite miraculous. Brooks started calming faster, sleeping sounder, actually sleeping through the night. It wasn't until he was about 2 that he slept through the night, and he wouldn't take a nap for more than about, I think it was 20 minutes until he was 2 as well. And now he started sleeping. His emotions weren't near as erratic. Ren, our beautiful daughter, her cyclical digestive issues resolved, and she hasn't had a seizure in nearly 2.5 years. So we preach this stuff because we were so very passionate about it, because we've lived it ourselves. And that is why we decided to turn our focus towards these kids and the complex neurological conditions that keep them from living life to the fullest, and thus their family's life to the fullest as well. So now that you know how we got here, let's help break down the 3 types of chiropractic care, as well as the differences between chiropractic care and things like functional or integrative medical care as well. So number 1, I already alluded to this, standard chiropractic care. It focuses primarily on musculoskeletal issues like back pain, neck pain, and spinal problems. They use spinal adjustments to relieve pain and improve mobility. Sometimes they may even incorporate therapies like massage, rehab, posture correction, or if you were with us before, we had decompression therapy. This is where we started, and there's nothing wrong with this type of care. It's fantastic for addressing specific pain issues and avoiding medical intervention or surgery, but it may not fully address underlying neurological imbalances, and that's what we found out with our children. Number 2, functional neurology. This emphasizes brain-based therapies and neurological pathways. It uses a range of therapies, including sensory stimulation and cognitive exercises. It focuses on primitive reflex integration. It can be effective, but often involves a complex, multifaceted approach that can be overwhelming for some patients and for some parents. And then number 3, neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care. We target the root cause, subluxation, nervous system dysregulation, nervous system dysfunction, dysautonomia. We use specialized neurotonal adjustments to restore balance in the nervous system. We employ advanced insight scans to assess nervous system health. We create personalized care plans for each patient based on the history and based on the scans, and we aim to improve overall health and function, not just address symptoms. So what sets neurologically focused chiropractic care apart? Its emphasis on achieving neurological stability before introducing other therapies. This sequential approach is based on the understanding that the nervous system forms the foundation of all bodily functions. And here's where the differences really matter. When we look into the science and the research behind what's really causing the explosion of chronic health issues in children, we can see that it's the central and autonomic nervous system that get thrown off track first. Once subluxation, sympathetic dominance, and nervous system dysregulation set in, everything else that gets set in motion contributes to this chronic illness, but it isn't technically the true root cause. Here are some things that can all be tied to and come from subluxation or sympathetic dominance or nervous system dysregulation, whatever you want to call it. Decreased function of the gut, decreased function of the immune system, the decreased function of the microbiome. Another way to say it is lowered motility, lowered absorption, lowered elimination, lowered detoxification ability. Another thing, delayed or missed gross and fine motor milestones, also known as delays in rolling over, sitting up, crawling, walking, talking, running, climbing, you name it. Another one, sensory processing disorder and other sensory issues can be attributed to nervous system dysregulation as well. And even retained primitive reflexes or tongue or oral ties, doing things in the right order or the hierarchy and not doing too much are essential to effective and optimal healing. And since optimal and neurological and overall health development goes in a very specific sequence or order, that means that the healing and restoration must follow that exact order as well. For so many tough and chronic cases especially, it can feel like that doing more and layering all sorts of things all at once is the best approach, and we certainly empathize with that in every way. We hear from countless moms who are trying it all. We cheer them on, but so often our clinical experience and the scientific perspective of our approach shows that less is more is actually more effective in the majority of cases. Understanding the different types of chiropractic care is crucial in finding the right approach to your child's health. While each type has its merits, neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care offers a unique, comprehensive approach that addresses the root cause of many chronic health issues. If you've been struggling to find answers for your child's health challenges, or if you're interested in a natural, drug-free approach to optimizing your child's health, neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care could be the solution you've long been searching for. Simply comment more below and we'll send you a full article, a full podcast episode that breaks this all down further. Take the next step in your child's health journey. Visit our website or click the link in the description to learn more about neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care. You can schedule a consultation with one of our experienced practitioners who will be happy to discuss your children's specific needs and how this approach might benefit them and benefit you. Don't let another day go by wondering if there's a better way to support your child's health. Reach out today and discover the potential of neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care. Your child's healthier future could be just one adjustment away.